This is Gabby from Germany, and she'd like to know if there will be a European KISSKruise.
You know, we're talking about it, but you know, there's about 60% of you guys out here from all over the place. So, you know, that's outside the U.S. I think it's like 60% of the people who bought packages are outside the U.S. So, yeah, I mean, we like the ideas. I mean, we're not sure what we're going to do. We want to really solidify this here to make sure that we have this as a solid thing. And we may do one in here. We talked about Europe. We actually talked about one in Japan because the Japanese have been talking to us about doing the cruises. But you know, we'll probably only do, if we do, we'll probably only do 1 or 2 cruises a year at the most. You know, because we just have so much other stuff to do as well. And as long as we can get everybody to do and have the right cruise. Because I mean, how were you guys about the weather when you were about to come down here with the hurricane? We were going, well, this is perfect. I can't wait to throw open my cabin. So, and then did you see it on the news when they had a Carnival cruise go out of New York, and they had the people had their iPhones, and shit's flying everywhere, all over the people's room, and the doors are slamming, and the phone rings, it's Paul. Nice. Nice. This is going to be really fun. So, but we lucked out. So we lucked out.
You go to where the weather is, that's what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi Doc, I'm Andy from Ottawa, Canada. And so I wanted to know, if you were the 5th member of KISS on stage, what persona would you have chosen for yourself?
Oh man. I thought I'd be maybe a squirrel. Something like that.
Thanks.
Hey Doc, Peter from Manalapan, New Jersey. I was at the Serious Town Hall meeting a few weeks ago, and I asked Paul and Gene what made them so successful, and I'm a business owner, and how would I be as successful in my own business. So I guess I'll ask your advice too. As a business owner, what you feel advice you would give to whatever their profession is, how they can be successful in their own business?
Well, I mean, it's actually fairly easy because all you have to do is wake up in the morning and be the best, whatever you are. You know, if you don't have to be me, or you don't have to be Gene, or you don't have to be the President of the United States. If you're a welder, be the best welder. If you want to be the janitor, be the best janitor. You know, and I think that's how you stay focused on your path. You find your path and you don't swerve. You stay focused on what you're doing, and you'll get there. It's only when you're leaving and you know, once you hit the speed bump, you got to pull back in. People sway all over, and they want to do this and this, and nobody gets focused on what they do. So I try to teach all my staff, you know, and everybody that works with us, to stay in their path. So don't get in my path. Don't get in the production guy's path. Don't get in this. If you're the guitar tech, that's all you do, and you be the best guitar tech. We try to keep everybody in their lanes, and I think that makes them better because they don't have to worry about my stuff. They don't have to worry about anybody else's stuff. So I think it's just staying true to yourself and being the best, and then that's what gives you. I think that's what gives you the self-esteem that you know you're proud of what you do. Because and can I tell you something? It's not easy to be the best. You have to work at it. You know, and nothing comes easy. That's for sure. So it's just stay in your lane and be the best that you can be, and I think that's how you get successful.
Hey Doc, it's Patrick from Northern Virginia outside of DC. A couple quick ones is, as we all say here, thank you very much. Please make sure that the band knows how much we appreciate it, even though I know they do, but I hope they've really had a good time and haven't felt intrusive. Second thing is possibly maybe consider for the next Kiss Cruise a fan input on the play set. Possibly 50, 60, 80 songs, I don't know, but just, you know, something to think about. We got time to plan if they would consider fan input on the set list. Second is, did Gene's mother, did he get her out of there, out of New York before Sandy?
No, she stayed. She didn't want to leave. She's a diehard. She's a hard woman. She believe me. Yeah, so she wanted to stay, and Gene was trying to get her to come out, but she was staying home.
And one last one. Is there any way you can check into getting somebody else other than Live Nation to work some of the merchandise? I've been talking to a lot of people. I order things a month before the cruise. You can't even trace an order. And it seems like unless you call them up and really bitch them out, it's amazing. I just want to.
Well, we've had our problems, and they do good things and they do not so good things, and so we're working on all those things to fix it. And because when it's a big organization, there's a lot of moving parts, and so I get emails all the time from people. I was just doing it with the Live Nation guys this morning. About packages and different things about that, because we feel all that stuff, and then we try to go in the fix it mode. But I think you're going to find that this year is going to be a lot better.
Thanks, Doc.
Hi, Doc. My name's Ava. I'm from Connecticut and currently living in Hawaii. Is there any chance that you guys would play out there?
We talk about it every time we do Australia, to come back and do a couple of shows in Hawaii to just have a vacation. So we are looking at Blaisdell. I played it many times with other bands, but I've never played it with Kiss. So yes, we probably will this year.
And I have one more quick question. What was it like managing Bon Jovi?
How quick is that?
He did sum it up, I'm sure.
Johnny was, he's a great kid. He's not a kid anymore, but he, very hard work. There's somebody that really worked at his craft, because he wasn't very good, and when he first started, and he was Southside Johnny, that stuff, and he really watched Van Halen and watched Kiss and all the tours that we put on, and watched Paul Stanley and watched Klaus Meine and watched all the, and he really stole from the best. And he's a very, very good friend of mine. I mean, we talk all the time. So it was a fun time in my life.
Thank you so much.
We got a few more, Doc. Hey, Doc, I'm calling from Toronto, Canada. Apart from all the wonderful merchandising that goes along with all the shows, I thought one of the best pieces from the Alive 35 and Sonic Boom tours was getting an actual copy of the concert. Wondering if that's being replaced with the Monster tour.
Yeah, we could have done that. I'll tell you what happened. See, during that time period, we were out of what they call a re-recording restriction, so we could re-record songs, because we had a deal with Universal that would block us from doing that. So during that period of time, we didn't have a record deal per se. We could put out our own records. So that way, they couldn't stop us from doing the live recordings. Now we're into a deal with Universal again to do a lot of catalog stuff and new things. This is one of the things that we're trying to bring back for this tour. But I like the idea. That's why we did it. You know, we would still be restricted, but we probably should have talked about it. Maybe this is for next year. You know, maybe that'll be some bonus stuff for you. That's coming.
Hey, questions up here. Keep it down out there.
Hello, Doc. I'm Tony from Orlando, and you started to address my question earlier about replacements for, you know, basically Paul and Gene here. Is there a particular name for this? We're hearing things like KISS 2.0. Is that what you're going to call the next generation? And is there a specific timetable for that?
No, there's no real timetable. We're just all getting older, you know, and so I think that, and I don't think you call it anything but KISS, because, you know, I think that isn't what you're trying to represent, like KISS the new generation or something like that. This should just be KISS. You don't have Superman 7, or you don't have, you know, Power Rangers 19 or something like that. I think it's KISS, and it should represent, and should be of the quality and everything should fit, should be just like these characters. And these guys are characters. You know, the demon is a demon. You know, and Paul's Paul, and Tommy's Tommy, or the actual, you know, spaceman or whatever, and Catman. And I think that's what you do, and you just continue to give great shows, be true to your fans, and they will all come.
Thanks, Doc.
Hi, Doc. I'm Thierry from France. First of all, thank you so much for this amazing cruise. Excuse me because I lost my voice. Two questions, please. Will it be possible for the next KISSKruise, for the acoustic show, to do the show with the makeup and the Dress to Kill outfits?
I think Paul's the only one that has a suit. No, but we've been toying with the idea of Dress to Kill, and we're toying with the idea of doing different shows for different albums and different periods, and also having a fan. We talked about having a fan list to do it. So we like you know, because we have so many albums, it's hard to pick like what you're going to do or pick a period of time to do it in. But like we did with Kiss Alive 35. But yeah, I mean, we might get a Dress to Kill out of it. I actually didn't like that record, but that's okay.
Okay, thanks. And second question, why Kiss don't do video clips, real video clips for their singles?
We're actually in the midst of doing one for Long Way Down. So we shoot it as soon as we get back from. So I don't think the time. I think the timing has to be right. To things come out when they're good. I don't think you can put a time frame on it and say, because Kiss is going to go out for the next 2.5 years. So we want it to be something special, and we want it to be different, and not just a live concert song.
Thank you so much, Doc. I hope you will come in France soon.
Yes, well, May, June is when we're scheduled. We're booking it now.
Hello, my name is Daniel. I'm from Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. And I'm, bonjour monde, salut. I just want to tell you, in Montreal in 1983 or 84, I met KISS for the first time in Montreal. And I waited about 4 hours in minus 30 degrees outside. They showed up. And the person I was with didn't show, she didn't show up. So basically, I didn't get my picture with KISS. So what happened, I cried for about 35 years in doing that. So last year, KISSKruise comes in, I take my picture with Kiss and my wonderful wife, Colette. And of course, as I get out and I realize that my dream finally came true, cry like a goddamn baby, you know. And I just want to thank you. So that's my first part. And the other thing is that I'm here on the KISSKruise too again, and I'm so proud to be here and part of this. But me, it's about creating memories, you know. It's not about just Kiss anymore. It's about you guys here. It's about Kiss fans and all the Kiss groups, you know. KISSKruisers, Kiss Maniacs, everybody. And so, you know, what I'd like to do to see is merchandise or videos, books, anything that has to do about you guys, something really cool. Exclusive merchandise. You think that's ever going to happen, that only merchandise on the cruise for us? Is that going to happen?
Yeah, it will. And also, we've been talking every day, Andy and I and everybody else, trying to come up with different ideas to include, because we like you guys to see yourselves, not just us. So we have a lot of video footage, stuff like that, that we're going to try to put together for you, so you can see your experience, because it is like a, you know, it's a big Kiss family, and from all over the world.
All right, Doc, I want to do the last question, but before I do, I want to say thank you on behalf of Six-Man for trusting us with your most precious thing, your fans, and thank you. We're honored. So here's my question. You've been doing this for 35 years. What keeps pushing you, and what is it that you need?
Well, I mean, stuff like this, and breaking new artists, finding new groups, talent. I love the music business, you know. I don't know what else I would do. I could be maybe a maitre d', but it doesn't pay as well. So, no, I think it's just breaking new grounds, like doing Moscow and like doing China and like doing places that people haven't played before, and breaking barriers down. I think that's what kind of keeps me going. And my wife and her credit card.
All right, well, how about a hand for Mr. Doc McGhee? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.